Hello everybody, this is Toysareruss, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Cang toys. This is called Stegsarow, so this is their take on a very stylized dinobot snarl figure. So what we're going to do with the video, I'm going to unbox him in a second. I'm going to show you everything that comes inside the packaging. There is an abundance of things in this. This is crazy. We're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes. We're going to have a look and compare him to some of the other figures in the masterpiece range, some Cang toys, loads of things to be honest. But the hardest thing I've got to confess straight off is getting this to fit in camera. And I've already done a mini unboxing because again I was blown away just by how beautiful and how much there is here. So what we've got here, that is the main robot mode. It's got some highlighting, some points there of articulation. We've got the alternate mode, which we're going to see, and I'm not going to do the combined mode in this video. I'm going to save it till we've got them all and do a huge combined mode then. Now there's multiple ways that we're going to use some of his accessories. I'm going to show you some of the ones that I know. Unfortunately I don't know them all, but I'm going to do my very best to show you. So you can see here, yeah, it's just honestly, it's crazy. This box, it's huge, it's really weighty. The presentation inside, I'm just going to show you again. It's just a thing of beauty, and to be honest, ever since I've started reviewing Cang toys, they have never ceased to not impress me. They've just completely blown my mind every time I've seen them. Now I've got no space here to show you any of this, but I'm going to try my best. There is the inside of the box where everything is completely and really well packaged, held in place. Thank you to the people who commented saying that these were put money in for Chinese New Year, because they came inside the packaging and I had absolutely no idea what they were. Right, before we get to the actual figure itself, which I'm going to have a difficulty trying to reach, we've got a collector's card here, which is brilliant. Look at that. It's got the transformation in, well, both modes. We've got a huge manual on the transformation process. There's so many things that came with this, it completely stunned me. And again, apologies, that's what's probably taken me so long to get round to doing this video. There's another huge moving battle card poster thing, which is great, and there's some more collector's cards in there as well. So there is so much paraphernalia, so much material. It's, you know, again, I keep saying this about Cang toys, they surprise me at how good their quality is and how much effort they put into everything. Right, let's see if we can get him just about in and on screen. So this is as basic as he comes. This is how he would come out of the box with none of his accessories attached to him. So as I say, it's quite hard to see at the front or try to get any resemblance to Snarl, but remember, this is a third-party company. It's completely stylized, so it's their own take. I also very quickly need to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, and to thank Shozy, because that's where this came from. Now the first thing that you can probably see, hopefully, this is die cast. You can see the way it's reflecting, and to be honest, as soon as you pick this guy up in hand, you can tell a lot of this is die cast. It weighs so much. The detail on him though, this is where I want to try and get across. Look, we've got metallic gold, metallic silver, metallic red. We've got some crazy color schemes, crazy writing, everything on here. Now hopefully I can show you some of the articulation. The head will look up and down, it will look side to side, and then it's slightly restricted by, I need to move this back because I need to bring him forward enough so I can show you it. There you go, look at the detail there. I imagine that's, yeah, that's got to be full light piping through there, which looks great. You've got writing on there, just loads of little bits of detail. Look at how it's reflecting. It's just simply stunning. And yes guys, these are sharp. Be aware of this. This is why it's not a kid's toy. It's definitely not aimed at kids. It is sharp. Articulation wise, shoulders on ratchets out to the side, swivel underneath that, bicep flexion, again, that's metal in there, I can feel it. Wrist articulation, knuckles, fingertips, thumbs, full articulation in them. I presume, yep, there is a waist swivel. It's slightly hindered by the hip skirts, but again, you've got enough to be able, I would imagine, to put him in some pretty dynamic poses. Let's have a look if they move out to the side. Yes, they do. So you can take your legs, again, huge ratchets out to the side. I don't want to go too far just in case. Out to the front, that's really stiff as well, front and back, huge knee bend. Look at these spikes here, and then look at the actual feet. Again, full tilt at the front, heel swivel, the whole of it. It's crazy. The ankle tilt and rock on this is insane. I've seen some already crazy poses and pictures of this guy online already. Right, now I need to do my best to show you all the things that come with him, because as I said, this is just basic. This is basic figure with nothing attached. So he's got this huge back piece, which of course is going to double up as the tail when he's in his dinosaur mode. Now you've seen again on a few of the images that he could actually, if you wanted to, you could bring this down, you could bring these over, and this also could be used as a weapon for him to hold and to wield around. I am not going to do that on here because I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but I just want to show you that it is definitely available, or you can do it. Let me just show you a picture, because what I want to do is I want to attach it to the back, and then I want to show you all the rest of his parts. This is all the parts that he comes with. Wait till you see all these. And again, these are not small, they are huge bits. There he is holding it there. Do you know what, I might have a quick go. It can't be that difficult. Let's have a quick go. So let's bring this around. Is there a certain port or something? Oh, actually I think it might be attached there on the shoulder, coming round from his arm. It looks like it is, because that's the same. Oh, that's the same size hole. Let me move the fist out of the way. Let me bring this down. Let's see if it works. It is. So you could have that as a huge, giant accessory there, which you can see. Wow, that's nuts. And you could also tell that this is all going to stick together at some point as well. So you can have that. You can have that wielding around like a giant shield sort of things. Not as bad as Firmament with the huge wings, but again, that's how you can attach it. Let me keep that there. In fact, what I'll do right now is if we spin this round to the back, you can see a slot there. If I straighten all these up and out like so, again, I could have turned these round as well, to be honest, like that, but because I wanted to keep it like this to show you this, fold that out of the way. There's the slot. Let's bring this down. This shouldn't be that difficult, he's hoping. Oh, I think I need to fold them out by the looks of it. Fold that out, fold that out, and now hopefully we're thinking that this should, oh no, maybe it is in. Is it in? Typical, I had this on literally a second ago and now it's gone and got stuck. Ah, there you go, that's stuck on the back. Let's bring these around, sort these out, and again I'm gonna have to push him as far back as I can just so you can see on screen. So that's now taking this up. This is a giant figure. It was big enough as it was. In fact, to give you an idea of how big it is, there's your Takara masterpiece Toy Optimus Prime. So head height is probably about the same, but with all the extra parts that we've got here, as you can clearly see, it's, well, you can't clearly see, it takes it up another 4 or 5 inches well above his head. Right, that's just the tail. That's just one part of the accessory. I think this goes into the tail, but I'll know more in a second. It is like a huge dagger, which you can split into 2 as well, and it is designed to do this. He says, and you know, can't break it apart. Typical. I'll keep rolling though. I will get it apart. Basically, you've got 2 daggers here as well. And again, I've seen that in the instructions, so they do come apart. You can pop one of them in each hand, but this is where it gets crazy impressive. Look at the size of this. Is it as tall as? It's taller than his head. It's a huge knife stroke gun, because you can take that out. It is now, if you fold this down, now it's a giant gun. And there's a giant sword, or you can of course have it as both. That will slot in again there, as it did. You've got 2 of these guys, not just one, you've got 2. So you've got the most giant, ridiculous swords that you can attach in his hand. Let's have a go at how we can make this look. I'm gonna have to push everything out of the way, hopefully not knock down everything, by the way. This should slot, because they've got perfect circle cutouts. And then there's the tabs in the hands. If I just missed it, that's just clipped in now. And again, even with the giant and enormity of that, it's ridiculous. These also, of course, all combine to make the giant weapon when it comes to their take on Volcanicus. But what I really like about this is if you want to, you can have it as a blaster. So you can just put like the gun in his hands, and then, or you can have the sword in his hands, like so. Let's see if I can lift this up. Attach that. There's the cutout. You can just about see the tab on the inside of his hand there. As I say, this is what I would class as industry standard, he says. Why is that not tabbed in there? It hasn't gone far enough over. There you go. You even heard it click in, which is brilliant. So that's the small blade. There's the giant blade. We can spin this round, and we can even, as you say, if you wanted to, you can fold this up. You can attach this onto one of these things on the side, I think, or on the hips by the looks of it. The hips look like you can, yeah, there you go. You can attach, you can do so many crazy things with these. The playability factor is ridiculous. The posability factor is ridiculous. Bringing you some other figures just to give you an idea. So there's a Cang Toys Predacon, perfect sort of height, perfect scale with that. What a picture that is. That's going to be something amazing. A couple of other figures just to give you an idea. Oh, that's going to fall over now. Right, Masterpiece Takara Soundwave, and then one last Masterpiece scale figure, Fans Toys Inquisitor, which is of course their take on a Scourge. Very, very quickly, and I know it's for no real reference, but it's just for people in case they want to know just how big it is. And you collect G1 Prime, about waist height. Right, there we go. Let me just have a very quick look. I'm going to pop that there. Let's just have a quick look at the instructions, make sure that there's nothing we've missed. As I say, there's a little bit of a comic there. There is, we've done that already. We've attached that to the back. You can see how we're going to do all these in the next mode. And yeah, there you go. Holding the gun, holding that as a shield. And there's all the accessories there. So it looks like we've pretty much covered most of the bases there. I had a go at that. You can make it look a little bit better, but to be honest, again, you don't need to see me showing you every single possible combination, what you can do with all of these accessories. I'm sure you'll agree with me anyhow that it just looks spectacular. There is the robot mode. Let's come back and have a look at the alternate one. Okay, so here he is in his alternate mode, and for this particular part of the video I'm going to have to keep the camera off the stand just to give you an idea, I suppose, of the grandeur of this. Don't worry, I'm going to pop it back on the stand soon so it won't be moving around all the time, but A, I wanted to be able to fit him all in, and B, I'm able to lift it up and just show you, as I say, all the spines, all the spikes. You can completely maneuver all of these. So if we start off at the very front, you've got two little ones there coming out of the neck, two more, another two, then we move on to the bigger ones, which are all sort of attached around about the legs and stuff. Then of course we've got all the tail, which again, all of this, oh, there you go, all that bit either side that moves around. All of this has got articulation points, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 full articulation points there. It'll come up, it'll come down, it'll go side to side. The legs have got multiple joints, so because this was again the arms, I think, yes, these were the arms. So you've got the shoulder joint, which is the top of the hip. You've got your knee. The foot, you can see, is on a ball and socket. The head, again, and the neck is on multiple joints. It'll look down, it'll look up. The jaw comes open. There's loads of translucent plastic on it. You can start to attach all the accessories as well, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm just trying to spin this around, as I say, and give you maybe an idea of just size. I mean, to be honest, I've got just a couple of figures lying around. There's a Behold Galvatron. But it's tiny. I couldn't fit another alternate figure in alternate mode in here if I absolutely wanted to be honest. It's just too big. There is your Voyager class animated Prime next to him. I've only got a couple of figures actually in their alternate mode, to be honest. There's a G1 Chrome Dome, which is tiny to him, and funnily enough, there is a G1 Snarl, which of course is what this figure is loosely, I say loosely because it looks completely different, but it is basically based on it. This is Cang Toys' take on the Dinobots, and there you go. So what I'm going to do now, reattach this and then start to attach and show you him with some of his accessories on it as well. So for those of you remember, in the first part we had these huge blades with guns, so of course we're going to take the blades out, and these are now just exactly that, giant guns. So there's a couple of ways that you can do this. So if you have a look at this port here, you can then take this and you can fold it. He says you've got to be careful. We can fold this in on the side. Let's see if I can reach without doing too much damage to it. One thing I will mention about the transformation process, apologies it's not on this video, that is because I've only done it once and it did take me quite a long time. However, it wasn't as difficult as some Masterpiece figures, to be honest. I do intend to get a transformation process tutorial up as soon as I start doing the fully combined modes as well, so I will get around to doing it. This is one way that you can display him. There you go, with the giant blasters either side, which again just makes him look incredible. You could then, of course, if you wanted to, pop these in. I don't really know what to say about that. I thought they looked good, but because they're different sizes, No, they're a little bit different, but again, they're supposed to be blasters, not swords. If you don't want to put, the only problem I think with that is it takes away too much of the fact that you can't really see the spines. So the other option you've got is you can take this out of here, and then you can fold this back down on either one of them, and then there's a port, where is it, on the back there, and you can attach it in the back like that. Now, to be honest, I just think that just sticks up a little too high. I don't really like the look of that. Perhaps I'm being a little bit too pedantic, I don't know. You let me know in the comments, guys. Do you think that's just too high? Do you think it sort of suits it or not? I'm not too sure. It's sort of okay. I just think the thing with these is, because they just look so good anyway, they don't necessarily always need all of the attachments putting on them. But again, it's just a good, well, I'm just showing you exactly what there is and what you can do. There is so much you can do, and again, I'm genuinely struggling trying to get this guy to fit fully on screen. So I hope I've managed to do him some justice. The good thing is, because I am going to come back and revisit these to do the transformation process, to do a complete collection video as well. So if there's anything that I've sort of missed out, etc., as I say, once I've got all of them, all of the actual components, I'm going to do a video with them all in robot mode. I'm going to do a video with them all in their alternate modes, and then I'm going to do a combining one as well. So if I missed anything, please do let me know, as I say, because there's so much going on with these, and you know, I'm only human, so if I've made a mistake, again, let me know. But there you go, guys. This is Cang Toys' first attempt at a dinobot. Stegsarow, I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, but he is spectacular. Let me know what you think, guys. Take care.